everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy VII Let's Play. We got 2 huge materia, count them, 2. And we're pretty spent for now, so let's go check up on Cloud back in Medeal.
And now,
Dude,
we
where's my car?
got 2, count 'em, 2 materia.
2 big balls.
Glowy balls. You know,
me
these
see
balls
those.
hold knowledge of the ancients.
Let me see those 2 huge materia.
Ponder my nuts.
Being
Do you have enough
direct.
money for the crystal sword at this point?
Magic is stored in the balls.
Yeah, we have. Oh, we have enough for 2 crystal swords.
You can buy Vincent's other weapon here if you want, but I'd recommend just holding off at this point if you haven't done it already, because you're going to get another good weapon for him in the later.
One sword, please. Now, let's say this weapon sword doesn't vanish after events, so it's just that, you know, might as well get it now.
No, he dies.
It can.
He dies, but that woman there,
Yeah.
since she's been going apeshit crazy buying everything, she'll sell everything this place was selling.
Tragic.
You want to get the elixir in again?
The last elixir.
No, I'm kidding. You know what I mean. Go in that house right there.
No, I don't know what you
Clearly,
mean.
he doesn't.
This one here. There's an elixir there. Now you can leave and take the elixir with him, or you can admit that you stole it. I want to admit you stole it, though.
Compressed barking.
Well, I mean, what
If you
happens?
tell him, if you say yeah, he'll be like, the old man will be like, all right, cool. But then you say nothing about it, he'll tell you the elixir was old and rotten, he was going to throw it out.
What?
What happened to rotten elixir? If someone took that by mistake, I'll do more to make them sick. Well, if you don't know, I guess you don't know. Well, I mean,
And all of a sudden you get a death sentence.
And it doesn't mean anything.
it doesn't mean anything.
It
It's
doesn't.
still an
It's
elixir.
really
Yeah.
The man just doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I read on Facebook that elixirs are bad for you. Facebook once again.
We got to hear the fucking squeaking again.
Squeaky, squeaky.
Squeaky, no squeaky. Oh, well, yeah. I forgot that you just talked to her and she gives you a free rest.
Good night, Sid.
Nah, miss. Look, go sleep next to Cloud. Oh, my God. This is a mistake.
Any luck?
What if you never recover the rest of your life? You're going to have a fun job as a caretaker, Steve.
Hope you like applesauce.
Coming.
Who's coming?
They're coming.
They're coming. Who? Me. Oh.
Let's see.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Notice the squeaking's gone.
Time
now.
for another sandstorm rave.
Notice the squeaking's gone, though, so that
Yeah.
can't have been Cloud's wheelchair.
Well, I'm assuming it's just louder now. Right.
Oh, that planet is
Did
screaming
you hear
bad.
the planet
is
dying?
very angry. Yeah, so the live stream is starting to erupt right underneath Medeal.
Oh.
What bad luck.
Yeah, what shitty luck. It's also, like, I think the only time in the game this happens.
Yeah.
But again, shit's been kind of wacky
Well,
since the kaijus have awakened.
And now you can slip back into the speculation station.
Yeah.
Does it erupt here because of Cloud?
No.
No, it does not. It's just we happen to be here when it happens.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
why here and nowhere else?
Because, again, it's just bad luck.
Could the planet be reaching out to Cloud as an attempt to help, like get help?
Let's get back to
No,
that.
honestly, I think
is-
it's just Ultima
So
Weapon.
this is our early bout with the ultimate weapon. This fight is timed.
Have a menu.
I thought that was Reshiram.
Yeah, no. So this fight is timed. So the only thing we want to worry about here is just surviving. We're gonna put up big guard. We're gonna try and steal too because you can get a curse ring from this guy.
I think depleting some of the health here will also go toward depleting some of the health in the later battles.
Yeah,
too.
because this dude totally has 100,000 HP.
So this is one of those compilation fights where every time you battle him, you do a little bit more damage.
Yeah, dude, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, see?
That's why I was suggesting getting a magic hammer.
If you had hyper.
No, because this fight's scripted. He'll do Quake 2, then
Yeah.
he'll do a Claw, then he'll do Ultima Beam, and then it's like he'll leave.
Okay.
He'll do Quake 2. I heard people like that game.
So you want me to heal to survive the Ultima Beam?
I want to see if I can steal that curse ring before he leaves.
I don't see the point in doing that. Only one person's really going to make use out of it. and you
Yeah, but I
already
want
got
two.
the one.
I mean, we're sitting here arguing
This
the
is gonna
point,
hurt.
and you've admitted that you don't want to sell any of your weapons because you like having them all in your inventory.
Yuffie.
Oh,
Yuffie,
no!
Yuffie, get up.
Please.
Damn you. That was my favorite ninja.
That's our only ninja.
Damn you.
That's why she was my favorite.
That was my only ninja. Yeah, you better run.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, all you get. Yeah, I mean, you don't pay to hurt. I still like to smack him around though. Yuffie, come on, girl. Down south, don't have her.
Get up, Yamcha.
Grenade bomb hits all enemies, by the way. That's all it does.
Yeah, he'll always do Quake 2, Claw, and then Ultimate Beam, and then he leaves. If you can do some damage to him beforehand, that's great, because his HP does not change
Honey Nut Cheerio.
between his encounters. I believe that's a reference to Doomgaze of Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
It is.
When you get him down to his final 20,000 HP,
He goes to Cosmo.
he will go to Cosmo Canyon for the final encounter.
That's one of the few times in
Which,
the game you're going to learn
fun
how to flare.
fact, if you somehow deplete his HP to 0 before the final battle in Cosmo Canyon, his HP will reset to 20,000 for the final
Oh,
battle.
okay.
You cannot get him early before Cosmo Canyon because he needs to be over Cosmo Canyon for an event that happens after you kill him.
And you get access to the hidden forest.
Ancient Forest. Yes.
And this, I don't know if you mentioned this. This is if he decides to hover over a specific town and you wait long enough, he'll permanently destroy that town
No.
off the map.
No, it does not.
I thought he did.
no,
I
he
thought,
does not.
Does not.
No, I thought
No.
he destroyed because I could have sworn
It's,
I had him
it's
destroy
an
Calm.
image you'll see where he looks like he's charging a couple of team of beam to fire it, but he will never fire.
Yeah, he'll never fire.
Okay, yeah, I could have sworn you could have him, and if you don't do anything, he just destroys Calm.
Areas becoming inaccessible. What is this? Final Fantasy 9?
8.
9 does that too.
So does 8. 8's stupider about it though.
Yeah, I love 9, but I hate the fact that a lot of areas just become inaccessible because of the tree.
Street overgrowth. Yeah.
Yeah, I always thought that you had to do that before, or he would destroy.
No.
because the towns that he appears in are not story relevant anymore. Because it's Calm.
No.
Where?
He appears at Midgar. He appears at that crater again where you first fight him. He appears over, I think, Middeal.
Oh wait, I love this.
Yeah, this is like the
I love his
best.
face.
Yeah, this is like.
I
made a terrible
I
mistake.
just love that face. for
I
some
love the
reason.
fact that he falls off the wheelchair, but he's still in the seated position as he's like tumbling down into the live stream.
He goes to Midgar, Fort Condor, Gongaga, and North Crater. He'll also have aerial battles at North Corral, Middeal, and Mount Nibble. Now, the thing about him, though, is that what you're probably thinking of is if you fight him, because right when he unlocks, you got 2 story areas to fly over, Midgar and the Northern Crater. If he flies over Northern Crater, you have to see the cutscene there before you can fight him.
Yeah.
Likewise with Midgar. If he does go to either of those places first, you are effectively locked out of Cloud's Ultimate Weapon before Disc 3.
Which sucks. Well, it's like when you get to chasing down Ultimate Weapon specifically, but like as early as possible, make a save file. Because if he hovers over Midgar, for example, when you have to go there for plot reasons, the game will load the cutscene first before Ultimate Weapon. And that means you will not get Ultimate Weapon before the end of Disc 2. So you want to make a save file just in case.
That's again if you really are if
Yeah.
you really want it. If
Which
you
you
want to
don't
go,
need
if
to.
you don't, if you want to go without it, you've got plenty of good weapons before then.
Before even in Midgar itself, you get the fucking Ragnarok from Proclod, and that itself is a great weapon before Ultimate Weapon. Also, Tifa, where the fuck are we?
What's with the lawnmower? Oh, someone's fucking with the AM radio, aren't they?
The AM cannon.
It's his Barrett's gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Making noise.
If I tweak it a bit here. KYW
Yeah.
News Radio 1060.
All the news you need to-
I'm trying to get traffic on the twos.
Welcome to Cosmo 85.3. Not just your regular Canyon Rock station.
And now,
Now here's Radioactive by Imagine Dragons.
I'm waking up. This is KYW 1060 giving you all the news about Philadelphia. What the hell's a Philadelphia?
This is like the big sort of
Yeah.
revelation moment.
This is Cloud's coming to
You're
Jesus
gonna-
moment.
I was
You're
gonna
gonna
say,
get-
I was like, yo, is that a cloud?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna get the story. Latifah yells at Cloud.
Or is it your subconscious?
So
Am I dead? Are
we,
you dead?
Yeah, so we fell into the live stream. Both Cloud and Tifa fell into the live stream, and because of that, we have this like sort of like dive into the subconscious moment with Tifa, where we have somehow found ourselves in Cloud's subconscious. Now, like, how does it happen? I don't really know. It's magic.
Now,
like it's
we know one thing. They're both gonna come out with a bad case of Mako poisoning.
maybe the remnants of the spirits of the live stream are guiding Tifa through Cloud's subconscious to help this. Like, because obviously the live stream's taking pity on Cloud. Like, someone help this poor boy.
Or they're both unconscious, and this is just like a shared dream moment.
Yeah.
Oh, it's adorable.
You got to go through this. in
Oh, it's
sequence. First,
traumatized.
Oh, beautiful.
The gates of Nibelheim 5 years ago.
Nibelheim.
And that's how it all started. Yeah, so we do have to do this in specific order. You know you're going to the right one when Cloud gets up.
You can also equip them with stuff now too, by the way.
There's no point. There's no battles. No battles here.
Yeah, I know, but I like to have the crystal sword.
All right. Well, let's start here then. Meanwhile, the giant Cloud in the Bible is like, no one talks to me.
Nobody pays me in gum.
Are we still in the Cosmo Canyon Observatory?
Cloud, look. Where's Cloud?
Here's the well. There's Gramps in too. The only truck in town. Holy fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah, beat up piece of shit.
Yeah, no.
So thus far, this at least confirms to Tifa that Cloud isn't exactly fake. But now we got to figure out what the fuck this is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you never forget your hometown, no matter how long it's been, I feel.
No matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
The only truck in town. The shit relay.
The Chevrolet.
How does it feel?
I don't know.
Shitty?
5 years ago, I saw the real Sephiroth for the very first time.
You didn't hit the spot yet, Sephiroth, so I can't tell you how it feels.
Yeah, so this is the actual Sephiroth.
Right. You good?
Because we're going through the memories together.
Yeah.
Like Tifa's breaking it down, like methodically. It's like, so this is 5 years ago. This is when Sephiroth came into the village for the first time. I remember that was the first time I saw him. But then this is where Cloud starts interjecting.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, so this is where I entered.
Yeah.
But
But
then
she's
Tifa's
no.
like,
Nah, you're not that guy, pal.
no, Cloud.
You're not that guy.
You're
Yeah.
that. Turns out you're that guy over
Yeah.
there.
You're a dork.
I've been hiding it for some time, afraid that if I told you something terrible might happen. But I'm not going to hide anything anymore. You weren't here. Cloud did not come to Nibelheim 5 years ago. Well, not
Well, I
anything.
mean, not
And
Yeah.
that's the
not
thing.
Yeah.
not first class soldier.
And that's the
Cloud.
thing
Yeah.
is that this is her confusion in the moment.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know that he was there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I was saying when we talked about this before that she's also confused because he thinks that he didn't exist. Like his concern is that everything is made up. But she knew him as a kid.
Yeah.
So she knows that he did exist.
Yeah.
He was a real person.
Well, the
where
fact that-
he's thinking he wasn't a real person at
Here's
all.
the
That was
thing,
her Sephiroth's brain breaking.
Yeah.
My thing is though is where my thing is where Tifa is confused at is that Cloud knows everything
Yeah,
that happened
he-
there, but he wasn't
Exactly.
there. So Tifa's there like, wait, how the fuck do you know? That's why she didn't.
And
that's
the
one of the
answer,
reasons she
and
didn't
the
say
answer,
anything.
and the answer is because Cloud was there, but he was
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
was
And that's
he
a-
was the Shinra grunt.
And that's her revelation.
Yeah.
Is that his revelation was that his memories aren't what they remember, but her revelation is that he was actually there and he was present. So that is like the missing. This is the missing piece for
Yeah.
her, if anything.
Because here's the
else.
thing, Cloud couldn't exactly like place himself in Zack's boots for the entire duration without having a basis for it.
Right.
And the basis is because he was there, but he was the Shinra grunt.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have the complete perspective, but he has more than enough detail to fill in the blanks, like for the sake of like explaining his whereabouts and that sort of shit. But that's what gets Tifa riled up, saying that you shouldn't know any of this
But you
because you weren't there.
Yeah.
At least I don't think you were there, and that's it. Because Shinra Cloud was in the Shinra grunt uniform. Nobody recognizes him because he has that fucking
Yeah.
helmet on.
Yeah, my concern was just that when Cloud has this revelation that he wasn't actually there as first class,
Yeah.
he started thinking that all of his memories were fake.
Right,
He
right.
started worrying that
He had an existential crisis.
Yeah, he had an
Yeah.
existential crisis because now he's got this mindset that I was created by Hojo,
Yeah.
and none of it is real.
Yeah.
And her issue was that it is real. She does know that some of it's real. So like she remembers him as a kid. She remembers him. So was he? The other part is that how does he know this stuff if he wasn't there?
Yeah.
So this is everything kind of coming together and them finally realizing this is why it makes sense.
Yeah. This is where everything is laid to bear, basically. This is where we finally help Cloud through it and process these memories together.
And Tifa to be.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
legit.
I also count Tifa being.
Yeah.
This is filling in the blanks for her too.
Yeah, and this among a lot of other scenes in this game specifically is why I'm always going to be like Cloud X Tifa, like in terms of just
Absolutely.
like relationships,
It's-
because like
What makes them beautiful is that,
Yeah.
ironically, despite I keep bringing this up repeatedly, no matter how many people want to argue to the contrary on this one, Tifa is honest to God in her own way, just as broken as Cloud is, and that's what makes their relationship so fucking beautiful and downright realistic as hell. It is two people building a house on a foundation of mud, and they want to make it work, and it's
Yeah.
so fucking beautiful.
See, the thing, I don't really see Tifa as broken. I just see her. I mean, she's obviously got some conflicts going on,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't see her having, obviously for obvious reasons, not
I would say I don't know
to the
I would
catastrophe
say,
just masks
that
it
Cloud
I
is.
would say
She just masks it better.
let's put it in perspective. As a child, she lost her mom. As a teenager, she lost her dad and her village burnt down.
Yeah.
I would say that's more than enough to break.
It's more than
somebody.
enough to break a person.
Yeah.
It's just Tifa has a fitter poker face about it than
Yeah.
Cloud does.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never.
So
I felt like she was better put together. Like,
What do you wanna
obviously,
say, Alex? What
stuff
do you wanna say?
happened. Go ahead.
so then here's my question then. How is Cloud obtaining Zack's memories in this case?
Oh, that's how find that out. Because you're gonna not to like
one
take a
has.
shit on you here, dude. I'm just saying like we're gonna find that out as the story progresses here.
Yeah, because all that's going to be answered like in this like.
Well,
in this
here
thing.
in the Shinra Manor
That's the
basement.
Yeah.
point of all of this.
Yeah, yeah.
We're blah blah blah.
Like,
through
no,
it, but-
I get it. Like,
yeah, that's the point of
I
all
get
of
it.
this is that because she said like, what about your other memories? And so this is where they fill in all the blank. This is the big thing. This
Yeah.
is the big reveal.
Well, here and Elliot's question will technically be answered more in the Shinra basement when we're done here.
Looks like there's a hand at the window.
Do you know where this window goes to? Tifa?
Yeah, it does kinda look like that.
It goes to your undergarment drawer.
Christ.
What the fuck?
Oh, what the fuck, dude? I'm only 12. Actually, how old is Cloud here? This is a young Cloud, so I think he's.
This
I
is
think
like-
the same age.
I think it's like 10.
no, he's like
I think
12.
this is
I
Kid
think
Cloud.
he's 12.
They were both the same age, weren't they? I forget their age.
Cloud, I think you're
Yeah.
a little too
No,
young.
no.
Cloud, you are too young to go
No,
into a
Cloud's
panty
sitting
raid.
on the floor and Cloud is the kid. How old was the kid?
How old is Kid Cloud here? I think he's like 10 or 12.
I would assume like
Because he left to join Soldier at
16.
no, that
No.
was when he was already recruited in Shinra. Around that
So
time.
so then he was by 15.
I would
then.
say 13, 14 he left to join
Okay.
Soldier, or at least attempt to join Soldier.
Yeah, that's when he left to become the very best.
Yeah,
Like
that no
no
one
one
ever
ever
was.
was.
Hey, I mean, Pokemon
So-
sent. I mean, you know, we poke fun at this, but Pokemon legit just sends 10-year-olds to do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
So
Well, to be fair, it never really felt like if you're 10 years old, you have to leave. It's just if you're going to do your journey, then it starts at 10.
but it's done enough to be considered a rite of
Yeah.
passage. You know what I mean? Yeah.
To recruitment is to recruitment is the test, but the cause is first class.
Which I still was always very confused about because I feel like he fought Pokemon trainers who were younger than 10.
I've had moments like this actually. This is actually kind of relatable with me.
Finding
with-
people no younger than 10.
No. In terms of
Searching underwear drawers.
young Cloud's justification for not fitting in with the group
Yep.
Right.
was because he thought like they're so stupid. They laugh at every little thing. And,
Then you realize you're kids.
you were like, it's like, and
Kids are
Tifa brings that up. It's like they were children back then. Cloud was like, what the fuck do you want? And I've had that kind of feeling before, where it's like, I was like, this isn't my group for me because they're laughing at shit I don't find funny.
Or I really didn't because I was the one laughed at.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm actually just rubbing that in. Actually, I was like, oh, so I'm laughing at. John then proceeds to immediately laugh at Matt. Cloud, I think you
Shadow
got an
Cloud.
animal stand.
Dark. It's a dark cloud.
Yeah.
I am. I am a shadow, the true self.
Tifa didn't hate you. Tifa just didn't know who you were.
Yeah.
Well, you were a shadow.
You
Before
know-
then, you were clot stiff.
You know what they say? A friend is just a stranger you haven't met
Okay,
yet.
Barney, get the fuck away from my child. Like, yeah, so they weren't close, but they were acquainted. Like they didn't know
Right.
each other, but they weren't buddy.
Hey, Tifa, what's your favorite food?
No shit, mine too.
Um,
I wasn't asking you, Chroma Cloud.
blue.
Do you know what today was called? April 30th. What was so special about it?
April 30th.
Yeah, so the
Well,
reason why Tifa seems so downtrodden in this flashback is because this is the day her mom died.
Oh.
And effectively left her with her father.
Yeah. Well, left her alone with the father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left her with.
Oh,
a father.
no.
Oh no! It's a dad.
Another parental figure. Fuck.
But don't worry, she went over to the reactors to jump off and make herself feel better. Perks him right
Hooks
up.
him right up. Oh my god. That's a 6 reference, by the way.
I will always reference that scene.
That's a 6 reference.
I'll always
My
reference
god, that was so macabre. Like reading, like, and I didn't realize just how macabre that
Yeah,
was.
as a
reading
kid,
that
I didn't get it. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, they seem to like jumping off the cliff.
They take a leap of faith off of the mountain,
Yeah.
perks them right up. I was like, oh, cool. I'm gonna.
Cool.
That's what Celeste's doing. She wants to be perked up.
Were they so happy that they left the island right after and
Yeah,
never
they
came back?
Clearly, everyone needs
must
to
be
jump
what's
off.
happening.
Everyone needs to jump off this cliff.
Everyone goes to the Bermuda Triangle once in a while.
It said you do not.
And only once.
Meanwhile,
I
Red
forget. I
Cap
was like,
tosses the
what
fuck
was
out.
what was Tifa's reasoning for wanting to climb Mount Nibelheim?
It's a story behind Mount Nebel. It's like it's a story told to children. Basically,
Yeah.
whenever your loved one dies, they cross over the Mount Nebel to the other side.
Yeah,
Tifa's thinking of going to that because she's a kid and their bingo balls are still in the draw tank.
yeah. They should be able to see her mom. I'm not in control of any of this.
Oh,
but
okay.
Klaus
And
does
then
by
they
himself.
fought a green dragon.
Yeah, no, it's like
The end.
we've crossed this ourselves physically earlier. We know what encounters are here. I want to see
Well,
that.
to be fair, they do clarify later that the reason is that the reactor is messing up, so
Yeah.
that's why the encounters are ramping.
Yeah, like the monsters are becoming.
She has
rampant.
encounters off.
I would have liked that.
Maybe-
Like you get 4 kids like just beating the shit out of monsters, and the game just becomes Earthbound.
Maybe what?
Oh,
I
that's
had
why.
something
That's
to
why
say,
we're at
forgot
the
it.
midpoint.
Tifa missed her step. We both fell off the cliff. So yeah, the bridge didn't break, right? Or did they just misstepped and Cloud tried to save her, but they both fell. The problem is that the villagers blame Cloud for this because they think that Cloud was the one that convinced her to try and climb the mountain.
Huh.
What?
So Cloud just becomes more of a shut-in after this point. And he also views himself as weak after this, which is like a
That's
major
why
thing
he
that
wants
he
to
wants to become
become
soldier.
strong.
He wants to join soldier.
So he can protect her.
Yeah.
See, if only I could save her.
Damn.
I was angry at myself for my weakness. Yeah, it was me when I ordered a pizza last night.
I need to be better.
I need to be better.
Well, anyway, I ordered it anyway. It's like, I'm not gonna let the pizza go cold.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Which we did.
wasteful.
We did. Let the pizza go cold.
No. What is cold can be heated up again.
So here we see Cloud's insecurities coming to the forefront. In reality, Cloud just never forgave himself for not being able to get to Tifa fast enough.
And honestly, it's like the worst feeling in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Where you convince yourself that everyone else doesn't care
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
hold on. It leads you to a feeling of paralysis. Because you have convinced yourself that no one else gives a shit about you, that you don't have the strength to just ask. You know, because sometimes that's all it takes is just like to reignite or rekindle a conversation. It's just speaking. But sometimes people don't do that because they assume that they want nothing to do with me. And like
They got their own problems.
Yeah, they got their own problems. I'm not going to add to their list of problems. But you know, that's very self-destructive behavior.
Of course.
Uh,
Which is why I'm a mouthy motherfucker all the time. You
Cloud's
almost-
gonna have a lot to write in his dream diary later.
His live journal is going to be the
Yeah.
fucking...
It's just A's across the board.
Sephiroth. He came in my dream journal.
Oh,
That's why the screen went white. Shall I
Oh,
give
wait, we got to
you-
go play the piano.
Shall I give you despair of nuts? Or what is it? Don Bay Ramen.
Was
The
it
Don Bay ramen-
the
the
noodles?
Don Bay ramen
Right.
commercial
Yeah.
that
No.
they made.
Where does this fall in line with the flashback?
A sword that long really would have cut her in two.
I don't like that it's red because it looks like we're going inside the body.
I mean,
Hey!
it's an incubation chamber.
What Sonic character is this?
Zack the Fair.
This is
I actually legit love this entire sequence here.
I do too.
Right.
Just because of how intense it is. And all it is just that we're getting the revelation of what exactly happened, but then
Yeah.
the music cuts off, and then all you hear is heartbeats.
Oh, wait. This one's intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
this
supposed to-
this is intentional. Yeah, this is not the game. This is not the game glitching out. Like the game does legit cut the music off here, and then it replaces with heartbeats, and then immediately after we get these very erratic camera movements as the real Cloud shows up, and this is what Cloud was actually doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where Cloud's memory finally
Yeah.
kicks back in.
I love this entire bit because it's like holy shit, like everything's finally being laid to bear.
It's also,
that's, again,
it's also
if-
Final Fantasy's David versus Goliath here.
Yeah.
And that's why this is like
Doink!
Yeah.
it wasn't
Master Toddberry.
yeah. It
I
wasn't
thought I
this
killed you 5 years ago.
it wasn't this fanfare moment. It wasn't this dramatic thing with Sephiroth at the top and Cloud at the bottom and it's this amazing showdown. It was
A cheap shot.
panicked
Yeah.
It was a panicked soldier. It was
a
somebody
cheap
who
shot.
saw
In
something
fact-
and he was trying to protect the one he cares about and it was all emotion.
The thing I hate the most about what was the animated adaptation? Was it
The
Last
movie?
Order? It was no. It was
No.
made before Advent Children was released in America.
Dirge servers.
No. It was it was an
I
animated.
think it's called Last Order.
I think it was Last Order. They changed the bit that I fucking hated to death, and I'm glad Crisis Core restored it back. I'll explain it when we get to it. But if anything, another favorite moment of mine is that like the silence and the heartbeats and the camera movements all leads to the big revelation, which is accompanied by the main theme of Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
Right.
And I felt that was the moment that I absolutely like. I was convinced like this might be like the greatest fucking overworld theme in the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
Because it works as both an overworld theme and a moment of revelation. Like holy shit! Like
Which is why they
Things
call
are
it
finally
the
coming
main theme
together.
of Final Fantasy VII.
yeah,
Look at this fucking guy.
And you know what's really kind of funny about this whole thing?
what's that?
When you really get down to it, Cloud had the best actual retelling. Cloud's retelling of the Nibelheim incident was accurate. He just did it. He just put himself as the main
he
character.
self-inserted.
He's
Yeah.
self-inserted.
He self-inserted because the version that he wasn't strong enough.
Yeah.
He left to become strong, and he viewed
Yeah.
Soldier First Class as being strong. So when he didn't become that, it was bad for him.
It was
So
just-
when
it
he
was embarrassing.
recreated the memory,
Yeah.
he put himself in that
Right.
position. He made himself the stronger version. Which left
Also,
a big, giant
this
gap.
actually calls back because if you remember the original scene in 7, you notice Sephiroth looking to the right when he's in that
Yeah.
scene.
Because
Yeah.
he was always directly talking to Cloud during that bit.
One thing I also kind of like about this that I never really gave a lot of thought to, in the train, for instance, when he's sitting there and Zack is the one, he's doing the little
squats.
moves or whatever, the squats. What you come to realize is that this version of Cloud that you've been hearing about this whole time, that he's all super pumped and I got new materia, I can't wait to use it. That's not actually him.
Yeah.
So the real Cloud is probably a dork.
Yeah.
He's an absolute.
He's
He's
dork.
an absolute.
right. He's like there's a whole different personality. There's an entirely different version of this character
Yeah.
that we've actually never met.
Well, here's the thing. A slight,
the
a slight-
person that
a slight counterpoint to that. I agree, but a slight counterpoint
Yeah.
to that. He's just recollecting what Zach was saying in the thing
Where's
itself.
the rest
I
of the music?
know, but who's to say that he's not replicating a lot of that other emotion as well?
Yeah.
Who's to say that the version that he has been is built on his memories, which are fake?
Yeah.
Which are a
Also, the
construction
fucking music cut off again.
based on
I
somebody
know.
else.
No, it seems like what happened is
See,
it played
I-
a sloop and then stopped.
And it stopped
Because
once,
I have such a point, even the game is amazed.
Yeah, because
This
like
is
Why-
another
the game's
part I
oh my
hate,
God,
though,
he's
too.
right.
yeah.
Like it's a great scene here, but they usually kick in the bombastic part of the main
Yeah.
theme for a satisfying climax. Here, it's just
because
Cold-ass
the
industry.
music in the original release is dynamic. Like it's
There
supposed to
it
be
is.
it's supposed to be looping certain parts of the main theme here.
There it is.
But because the port doesn't handle that correctly, it just looped the whole song once and then stopped.
Yeah.
That's so fucking.
Well,
weird.
then it looped even the whole song.
Anyway,
It looped half
this
the first
moment
half.
I love, and also
Yeah.
I love this one, but I was also very confused because like Sephiroth, just let go of the fucking sword, dude.
I
But still,
know.
like it's a great triumphant moment for Cloud because he's impaled with the fucking sword, but then like through gritting his teeth, he finds the inner strength. He lifts Sephiroth up and throws him off into the fucking reactor like Emperor.
And he also
Palpatine.
grabbed the blade.
You know, the anime adaptation Last Order changes that, where Sephiroth deliberately jumps into the reactor hole
I hate that.
because
That's so
he
stupid.
figures that he's gonna reunite with Genova and
Yeah.
manipulate the live stream from there. And it's like, dude, you just robbed Cloud of a great moment.
Yeah.
by,
Yeah.
by
Like,
doing that.
Jesus.
What an awesome sequence
Yeah.
where he was
And-
supposed to overcome
And
that.
I was afraid that Crisis Core was gonna do that because that was during the compilation.
Yeah.
And no, Crisis Core pays respect to this by
They put
having
it
it
back.
back.
Right.
But it also makes the scene where Sephiroth's being lifted up with the hill, like, dude, let go of the sword.
Let's just let go of it.
But
No, it's
still,
my
like,
sword.
Yeah, it's like you can't.
No,
If I
no,
let go,
no.
it won't be mine anymore.
No, you let go of it.
Maybe Sephiroth was prideful and stubborn to the point where he was thinking he was going to retake the sword over Cloud's own strength, and he failed at
He
that.
probably wasn't. Also, he also wasn't 100%
wa-
like up there because he also just got stabbed.
Yeah,
with
he
a
just
fucking
got
Buster
stabbed
sword.
by a sword that is what 8 inches wide by
Yes,
2
it
inches
is.
thick.
A big fucking blade. Is the,
Look
is
at that.
The point.
It's clean through. Do you see that? That's amazing. It's a good kung pao.
Yeah. I'm no doctor or anything, but it's just one clean chunk.
And I imagine at some point Tifa's just there watching all this, like, why couldn't we just do this in a therapist's office?
What's therapy?
He doesn't have medical coverage.
Oh yeah, I forgot no health insurance material.
Well, we
He
did
doesn't
have a
have health insurance.
therapist, but then the fucking live stream erupted underneath the building.
That was my fault. I forgot we didn't win the health insurance material.
And now
You okay now?
back together. Literally.
I like this bit here because like he's back to normal, and I'm assuming like Tifa's gonna like shout right in his ear,
Mm-hmm.
and then he immediately he tries to get up, and then this. So if there's one thing I can tell you from experience, I'm pretty sure everyone has had this feeling. Like if you're like in a crouch position or a prone position for an extended period of time, and you try and get back up really fucking fast,
TV static legs.
you get that TV static
Yeah.
lights,
Uh-huh.
and you get the lightheaded,
the
you get
lightheaded.
the
Yeah.
lightheaded like stars around your head. I think that's what happens with Cloud here.
Yeah.
Ow!
Or he has an iron deficiency.
Yeah.
Or Tifa yelling at him made him stop and shut down just so she would stop yelling at him.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Swim!
He's like, how? Oh, that's okay. I tied a rope to my waist for this very reason.
I'm buoyant.
And she just tugs the rope, and then they get lifted up.
Just
These
keep
Tifa's
swimming.
buoyancy.
Yeah.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Swimming.
See, maybe
I
this
hope
is why I
that
think
ocean
it's.
wasn't radioactive.
We're back to Imagine Dragons again.
I was gonna say, you know what is radioactive? Imagine Dragons.
Don't understand that. Anyway. So
I'm waking up.
This is it, the apocalypse.
I feel like if Sid were to try and yell at someone to wake up, he's gonna sound like the lead singer of System of a Down doing Chop Suey. Wake up!
That's it.
I love that. Everyone wish I had that as our alarm clock.
Yeah. You can actually get that too off YouTube. It's like Chop Suey, but they never get past wake up.
And they start adding in alarm noises in the background. That's my favorite part of that mashup.
So many things they can never forget.
They both
Strange,
came out of
isn't
the-
it?
they
No,
both-
that's how memories work.
they were
Shut up,
both-
Red.
We're born out of the Baja Blast.
It's the Baja Blast we return.
Speaking of radioactive, I'd rather drink the life stream.
So here we learn something important about the soldier process.
damn.
All you've been doing is apologizing.
Where's
Yeah,
the
we know.
music?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, there's no music. Please, sir.
I was never in Soldier. I made up the story about what happened 5 years ago about me being in Soldier.
Not really.
Not
made up.
intentional.
Not intentionally.
Yeah.
And also, not
be
it's
clear
not entirely.
about
It's not entirely made up. Like
Yeah.
that
It's
shit
like you
did
were
happen.
there. It's like
Tried.
you were there.
Yeah, that shit did happen.
You
You just lied about what your role was.
you just made
Yeah.
yourself a self-insert.
Then I heard
like-
the story from my friend Zach. Yeah, see?
Not creating an illusion of myself made up of what I had seen in my life.
He said me Gungaga.
So it was a combination of what Zach shared with him and what he saw, and
Right.
that's how he was able to make that
And
story.
and that's why earlier when he was going over it, there were things he couldn't remember. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
So-
I went to see my mom, and then
Yeah.
it was kind of
That
flooded
actually
through
happened.
for him.
But so then the question is why?
Well, the thing is, no, we're gonna learn that later. What do you mean? Why? He was embarrassed.
It was the same procedures they used when creating members of Soldier. So
So
Cloud was
that's why he made it. He said like while he was there, he like just put himself in Zach's shoes.
Yeah, because Cloud, it's a very simple thing. You wanted to go home as a hero. You came back a loser. Now you're so embarrassed about yourself, so you just take the role of somebody else who did it. In the real world, Cloud would be tried for stolen valor, but this thankfully is Final Fantasy VII. Anyway, what we just learned right there is that Genova cells actually get injected into people of Soldier. When you're strong, like Zack and a few others are, it just enhances your combat abilities, although eventually it comes to degradation. If you're weak like Cloud, the whole thing gets fucked up. Naturally, Cloud didn't make the cut, but Hojo said, you know what? I'm horny. Let's go take a stab at this. And that's how Cloud came to be.
I don't know, like Cloud did get some benefit from it. He's physically enhanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. He
Yeah.
had resisted, because it always messed people's minds up.
It did, but it did mess his
But-
mind up. We'll
It
find
did.
that out later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
No,
Cloud
but
was
he's not
broken.
walking around in a black robe, is what I mean. He's not.
Oh, yeah.
He would have
know,
been.
He would have been, yeah.
He would have been.
Yeah.
Zach didn't get
If he
it
was
broken
left to if he was left
Yeah.
to Hojo's devices, he would have been. But thankfully, Cloud had Zach. So also, there's supposed to be music playing.
Yeah, I
too.
figured
Is
there's
there?
no
I don't
music.
know. I thought this was like a
there supposed to-
dramatic
now it
moment.
plays.
Okay,
I was gonna say. Yeah,
Oh.
I thought this was a dramatic moment.
Yeah,
Uh,
everything. There was no music. There was not supposed to be any music playing up until this point here.
I love the stretch. Like an immense,
He's reborn.
an immense weight has been lifted, and now
Now equip your sword.
the bust. You're right, the Buster Sword. It's what Zach. It's what Zach would have wanted.
No, numb nuts.
I'm sorry.
Bad
the Carnage.
Well, also we could equip.
Now I'm
we
happy.
could do some more equipment next part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some menuing and. Oh my god, there's so many slots. I'm gonna do my menuing and shit.
What I want to say?
Get a little Cloud salute.
Oh, you gotta wait until.
Oh yeah, we have to actually
trying to
try to give him a salute back. There we go.
Yay!
Thanks, dude.
Do you think if I were injected with Genova cells,
That's your takeaway.
I'd be a better pilot?
I don't know. They sell Genova supplements.
Yuffie's
at the
still
store-
sleeping.
at the health food store.
Get up, Yuffie.
He's sick.
We got a town.
And for the third person, Yuffie, and then they just put her body on the floor next to them.
She gets motion sickness.
You think like when she's unconscious, she's there, it's like sucking her thumb? I know it's out of the blue, but remember Junon? They got an underwater reactor we can go raid.
Fuck.
Next time.
I think we're going to get ourselves a submarine.
Hopefully not a little yellow one. I never liked
No.
that song.
Oh, well, come on. There's no better representation that you fucked up than getting the red submarine.
Yeah.
Always a permanent reminder that you couldn't play the mini game.
You fuck up.
You couldn't hit square.
That's the real hunt for Red October.
But it's April.
Lousy smart weather.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cloud's back. Our party's back. There's a lot to do. No, seriously. The game opens
Yeah,
up
this is-
pretty
this
fucking
is-
big from this point
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
So we will reconvene next time and do some other shit. I don't know. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.